In this first section, you will read 2 chapters in the textbook. In Chapter 1, you will be introduced to technical writing. According to the text, technical communication is the art and science of making complex, technical information accessible. This means that people can actually get to it and understand it. Technical writing must also be usable, allowing people to perform the task and/or retrieve the information they need as quickly and efficiently as possible. But perhaps the most important characteristic of technical writing is that it must be relevant, focusing on the specific audience that will use the information. Technical writing should be considered an art because it requires an instinct for clear writing and good visual design, but it is also a science, a systematic process that involves certain key principles and guidelines. And, as any science, good technical writing can be learned. In Chapter 2, you will learn about the importance of tailoring your writing to a specific group, purpose, and context. To that end, it is extremely important to know your audience so that the message you want to convey is done so in a way that is appropriate for the intended reader or listener. For example, instructions on hand washing would be written differently for a group of medical professionals than they would be for a class of 3rd graders. That's perhaps an oversimplified example. However, think about it. If you write the instructions for only medical professionals, the 3rd graders won't understand them. However, if you write them for only 3rd graders, you run the risk of alienating the medical professionals. And yes, this means that you will often write and design more than one version of the same document. In this section, you will become acquainted with mytechcomlab.com and take Diagnostic Test 1. Don't worry about the grade. You receive credit for completing the test, but the grade doesn't matter. And after you've taken Diagnostic Test 1, MyTechComLab will recommend various exercises to help with any grammar, punctuation, and/or usage problems that the diagnostic might have found. The site also includes exercises for those whose first language isn't English. Although these exercises will not count as part of your grade, they will be useful if you want to improve your writing. At the end of this class, you can take Diagnostic 2, which will show you how much progress you've made. Feel free to explore the site. Once you register, you have access to MyTechComLab for a full year from the start of this class.